Not more than 5 years ago, Hyundai changed the landscape of the sub 15 lakh SUV market by launching the Creta mid-size SUV. Fast forward to 2021 and Hyundai is now aiming at the sub 20 lakh market by launching a 6 and 7 seater SUV. Meet the Hyundai Alcazar. Now Hyundai is pinning high hopes on the new Alcazar, which will be placed above Creta and below Tucson in the company's product lineup. But how good is this car to drive, or is it just the extended version of Creta? We'll find in our first dive review. Now I'll start my review by talking about the exteriors first, because there's a lot of chatter on how the Alcazar looks familiar to the Creta. Now that I'm with the car, I can tell you it's nowhere similar to the Creta, barring few elements like this headlight, which is very similar to the Creta. Apart from that, the Alcazar resembles the bigger SUV from Hyundai, like the Palisade. For me, the most exciting angle to look at the SUV is from the front, thanks to the dark chrome exterior signature cascading grille, the tri-beam LED headlamps and the muscular skid plates. The side, due to its lower height as compared to the rivals, snatches away the muscular theme that one might look while buying an SUV in this segment. Having said that, the 18-inch diamond cut alloys looks fabulous. The rear is the weakest angle to look at least for me. The whole dark chrome garnish and tail lamp design didn't excite me at all. In terms of the dimensions, while the wheelbase is the longest in the segment, the overall dimensions are at least 100 mm less than the rivals. Now, unlike the exterior, the cabin of the Hyundai Alcazar strongly resembles that of the Creta, especially with this dashboard design and this large infotainment screen here. Also, this panoramic sunroof is same as the Creta. What changes inside the Hyundai Alcazar is this large 10.25-inch fully digital instrument cluster and also an additional row of seating, which we will talk in a bit. The cabin, as we said, resembles Creta in a good way, and you get a familiar layout which is among the best in the industry. The dark theme with dual trim of cognac brown and black cabin adds to the premium touch. The seats are super comfortable and cushiony to hold you in the place. High seating and large glass area also elevates the overall driving experience. In terms of the features, the Alcazar gets 8-speaker Bose surround sound system, 360-degree camera, powered driver seat, ventilated seats, wireless charger, air purifier with inbuilt perfume, among others, making it the most feature-packed car in its segment. And not to forget the incredible BLUELINK connectivity with 60+ connected features. Hyundai is offering the Alcazar in 2 seating configurations. One is a 6-seater model which gets captain type seats here, and one in which I am sitting is the 7-seater model with the bench type seating. Now what Alcazar gets as a new feature is a wireless charger and also these trays that can be used for your laptop work or to eat the food. The legroom is ample in the middle and the sliding seats are a boon for taller passengers. The headroom is also generous. One commendable thing is the quality of the plastic tray, which is built solidly to support heavy items like laptop. However, for the same reason, a 12-volt DC charger would have helped the cause. Now, one of the biggest concerns for any of the passenger who want to ride on a 6 or 7-seater SUV is how to access the third row of seating. Now, what Hyundai has done is added one-touch operation in the Alcazar that makes it quite easy to get inside and out of the third seat, and I'll just show you how. Here you go. Now I'm sitting at the third row of seat in the Alcazar, and with the second row fully up, there's still enough legroom for me to go to a long journey. And not just that, I also get my own individual AC control button here and USB ports. Now let's be honest about the fact that most of the 3-row SUVs under rupees 20 lakh are at max best for seating children on the rearmost seats, and even the buyers know this deal. However, if you need to occasionally seat two adults for a long holiday drive, these seats would do wonders. Not just that, all the second and third row seats can be individually folded to create additional space as per your touring preferences. The boot in itself is 180 liters with all the rows up. Now when it comes to powertrain options, Hyundai has smartly played it to further distinguish the Alcazar with the Creta. What it gets is a bigger and more powerful 2-liter petrol engine, while the diesel unit remains the same, which is the 1.5-liter diesel motor. In terms of gearbox options, there is the 6-speed manual and the 6-speed automatic. Now the model we drove gets the new 2-liter unit producing 159 bhp and 191 Nm of torque. The diesel on the other hand gets 115 bhp and 215 Nm of torque. Both the engines gets both the gearbox options to choose from. In terms of mileage, Hyundai claims that the petrol unit can do around 14 km per liter while the diesel can do 18 to 20 km per liter depending on the gearbox option. Since the Alcazar is lightest in its segment, you can feel the difference while initial acceleration, which is real good for a car of this size. The gearbox 6-speed manual which we drove was smooth, easy to shift and jitter free and complemented the engine well. Now there are also drive modes and traction modes to fiddle with to alter your driving dynamics. The steering felt like a typical Hyundai, light to use with little or no feedback, but that helps you maneuver city traffic easily. The braking is also on point while the ride quality and NVH levels are plush. In terms of the safety, the Alcazar gets 6 airbags, blind view monitor for both sides, ABS with EBD, HAC, ESC among others. Now there are 14 variants to choose from, leaving aside the optional variants, 7 each in petrol and diesel. The pricing starts at rupees 16.30 lakh for the petrol one and rupees 16.53 for the diesel one. The fully loaded top spec model is priced at rupees 20 lakh, all prices ex-showroom. The Hyundai Alcazar is easily the most feature-packed SUV you can buy in India under rupees 20 lakh. But is it really value for money? Well, at a starting price of rupees 16.3 lakh, this is at least a couple of lakh rupees more than its rivals. But having said that, it offers panoramic sunroof and a 10.25-inch infotainment system even in the base variant. So if you are in the market looking for a 6 or a 7-seater SUV which is loaded to the brim with features, look no further than the Hyundai Alcazar.